Our play Decade 20 follows the story post-breakup of two characters, Melissa and Nick, and all the people that they mix in. They absolutely adore each other, but their way of putting that across is just by taking the mickey out of each other.
I never went to Adelaide, that was like 20 degrees. My aunt was like, I need to put the radiator on. I was like, no. I play Emma. She is the best friend of Nick and Melissa, so she's kind of the middle ground where both of you kind of get more information about the breakup through Emma because she's supporting both Nick and Melissa. Emma is also, she's very strong, very independent, very forthright with her opinions, doesn't really shy away from what she thinks, which is really, really quite liberating and fun to play. Which is where
my influences are mainly mumblecore cinema, which is American genre of cinema coming out of the Midwest. A lot of the directors that are sort of well known out of that are Joe Swanberg, Mark Duplass, Noah Baumbach, Lena Dunham. A lot of these people who take the Stanislavski form of theatre, the idea of naturalism, and bring that to a cinema screen.
You can let that go and it's not recomposed. You know, it's the place for it. Everyone's rehearsals, we're trying to be natural. Once you finish off each of the sentences and add to it, it'd be better.
This one was the time we went on summer camp with school.
PGL, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't like talking about it.
What did you want to do with it?
Take it home.
We wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
Tim is friends with Nick, and he's kind of, although he's kind of quite integral to the friendship group, he's also a little bit of a loner. He's not much of a big talker. He likes to do his own thing, a bit of a thinker, and generally just kind of sits there and observes kind of the chaos that happens between the other two.
My character's Jake, and he's a serial womanizer, so it's a leap.
Well, my character is a medically retired footballer. He's in his 50s. He's got metal in his knees. He's got a very serious drink problem. Drinks a lot of whiskey. He's highly aggressive, especially towards his son. He's very unpleasant towards his son, and he feels like a real failure. The way that actually is, he's extremely bitter and unpleasant.
In the media, the youth are displayed as this big kind of drug-fueled, nutty kind of partying people, whereas we're also pretty boring. Sure, everyone does all that stuff, but we also like drinking tea or end up in the same pub every Saturday night, or we like sitting at home, you know. There's lots of dull moments, or that are deemed as dull, that are equally interesting, and we're trying to look at those moments opposed to the crazy, exciting ones.
What we need to do is get that message out to younger people that maybe do only go to theatre once a year, who do feel that perhaps a lot of theatre is old-fashioned and not the kind of thing that they can truly relate to try and put the message out that we are trying to write something that is relatable, that is representative of the moments in their lives that they're going through right now. It's transcending age or culture. It's something that anyone can relate to.
Also, we're looking at probably making some shorts which are either going to make up our trailer or even bits of the play that probably tell the story before the play starts, and maybe even having them play throughout the piece to kind of make it a more multimedia experience.
So, Melissa had a fancy dress party, didn't she, for her birthday?
Yeah.
So we went along. Moral,
No.
you shouldn't wear spandex.
I should absolutely wear spandex. This is something that we
Tim, I don't know, man.
We should. I have the legs for it.
You look like a horny Mr. Mistopheles.
With hats.
In this particular instance, It was the first time I'd ever read a script. We actually read like a novel and a story, and I had an idea of the characters in particular were quite vivid to me, and I was also very caught up in the story as well. So that was what caught my imagination first time round.
Hopefully they'll take away kind of, and without trying to get too deep into this, that kind of everyone has the same problems, everyone has the same issues, and that at the end of the day it's kind of a flash in the pan, life moves on, things get better, that sort of thing.
Nice.
We're also thinking that we might do some kind of street theatre, so kind of along the lines of you don't really know whether it's a couple just breaking up or is it a piece of theatre? I'm not sure. That's the kind of vibe we want to go for.
We're really keen in the piece to create the right aesthetic, so it's really important that we get extra funding to help pay for things like bits and bobs of props that we can't get for free. Same goes for costume, just to hire out the venue so we can rehearse in it. And also, we've got a really clear vision of what we want in terms of set, so it'd be great to be able to get some extra cash to build that. So if you can, it'd be great if you could help us.